Hi, my name is Miss Nicole, and I'm a children's librarian at the Central Library. This is 2020 graphic novels for kids that you might have missed. The first is Snapdragon by Cat Lay. Cat Lay's Snapdragon is a magical realist graphic novel about a young girl who befriends her town's witch and discovers the strange magic within herself. The Deep and Dark Blue by Nikki Smith. After a terrible political coup usurps their noble house, Hawk and Grayson flee to stay alive and assume new identities, Hannah and Grace. Desperation and chance lead them to the Communion of Blue, an order of magical women who spin the threads of reality to their will. While Hawk wants to return to his old life, Grace struggles to keep the threads of her new life from unraveling, and realizes she wants to stay in the one place that will allow her to finally live as a girl. When Stars Are Scattered by Victoria Jameson. Omar and his younger brother Hassan have spent most of their lives in Dadaab, a refugee camp in Kenya. Life is hard there, never enough food, and without access to the medical care Omar knows his nonverbal brother needs. So when Omar has the opportunity to go to school, he knows it might have a chance to change their future. But it would also mean leaving his brother, the only family member he has left, every day. Class Act, New Kid Number 2 by Jerry Craft. New York Times bestselling author Jerry Craft returns with a companion book to New Kid, winner of the 2020 Newbery Medal. This time, it's Jordan's friend Drew, who takes center stage in another laugh-out-loud, funny, powerful, and important story about being one of the few kids of color in a prestigious private school. I Survived the Sinking of the Titanic, 1912. A graphics book by Lauren Tarshis. 10-year-old George Calder can't wait to explore every inch of the Titanic, even if his little sister Phoebe has to tag along. But when George sneaks away without her and ventures into the first-class baggage room, a terrible boom shakes the entire boat. Suddenly, water is everywhere, and George's life changes forever. The Sewer Rat Stink, a Geronimo Stilton graphic novel by Tom Engelberger. This is Geronimo Stilton like you've never seen him before. Geronimo and his best friend Hercule, the private detective, head underground into the sewer world of Mouse Island to investigate the source of a stink. Can they save the city from the stench? This is an all-new Geronimo Stilton as interpreted by author, artist, and longtime fan Tom Engelberger, author of the Origami Yoda series. Becoming Brianna by Terry Libinson. Everyone knows how much Brainy Bree likes the spotlight. Not. So why did she ever agree to something that forces her to learn a new language, give a speech, help organize a party, and juggle drama at school and at home? Told in alternating past and present chapters, Bree's heartwarming story unfolds over the 8 months leading up to her bat mitzvah, as well as over the course of the big day itself. Camping with Unicorns, Phoebe and Her Unicorn Number 11 by Dana Simpson. School's out, so Phoebe and her unicorn best friend, Marigold Heavenly Nostrils, have the entire summer to play games, visit the pool, and even go camping. Throughout her summer adventures, Phoebe learns that being cool isn't all it's cracked up to be, and that it's much better to be your true self. The Invasion, Animorphs Number 1 by Katherine Applegate and Michael Grant. Sometimes, weird things happen to people. Ask Jake. He could tell you about the night he and his friends saw a strange light in the sky that seemed to be heading right for them. That was the night 5 normal kids learned that humanity is under a silent attack, and were given the power to fight back. Now Jake, Rachel, Cassie, Tobias, and Margot can transform into some of the most dangerous creatures on Earth, and they must use that power to outsmart an evil greater than anything the world has ever seen.